TV.
It's time for Daytime's Book Club. Really excited to talk with authors Amanda Giasson and Julie B. Campbell, the Perspective book series. So, ladies, let's talk first of all about your initial meeting and how this came to be, because it's a really fun story.
Okay, well, we met about 15 years ago in university, and we shared a history class, and we both discovered we had a love for writing. And then one particular, during the class, our professor used to just have breakfast beforehand, so we were bored, so I just decided to get into character, and I just passed the page on to Julie to see if she wanted to create her own character and play along. And
I love that it's called the Perspective book series, because that's essentially what it is.
Yeah.
You're writing as two different characters, and I think it's such a, technology is so wild now. So not only were you inspired by note passing, which is in real time, but now you can also write in the same format real time, but from two different rooms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Two different homes.
Two different homes, two different rooms. So Julie, talk to me about what it's like to sort of to write real time and watching what Amanda's writing. And sort of, I guess, do you feed off each other?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Some of it we've sort of planned out again in our heads in advance, but a lot of it just sort of happens on the fly and the story builds itself. So we are each on our own computers on a real-time program that allows, I can see Amanda typing, Amanda can see me typing. And basically I'm writing as my character, and Amanda responds as all the other characters in the book, and she gives me my plot line for my chapters from Iris, my character, and then I do the exact same thing for Amanda.
So you have no idea where it's going?
No, so all the reactions are really genuine.
Yeah, that's incredible. So Love at First Plight was the first part, and now is it a book? It's a series of books.
Is, yes.
Okay. So talk to me a little bit about Love at First Plight, and when we're reading it, why do we want to pick it up if we've never heard of it before?
Well, it's a fantasy story. It's a fantasy series, obviously, and Amanda's character is from here. My character is from another world where it's set. It's called Cara Dune. So basically you find yourself in this world wondering what's going to go on or what's going to happen, and then the story just builds itself over time through the two characters as they meet, and their stories, they cross over and then they leave and they cross over again, and it just becomes more complex with more characters, and you find out things really aren't as they seem from the beginning. So it seems very straight line at the beginning, and then it just splices off.
And then all of a sudden it turns crazy.
Yes, it
Now, I think it's interesting because you're writing together sort of in real time, so there must be days where you're like, I don't feel like writing, but then maybe you're busy writing away and you're like, motivation.
I always feel like writing.
Good for you.
Yeah, no, it never is a struggle to write the story, ever. It's always a lot of fun because we feed off of each other's creativity, and because you never know what the other person's going to do, it's really exciting.
Yeah.
This is a unique style, I would have to say. Is anyone else doing it?
Not that we know of.
Okay.
There are multi-perspective books written, but we don't know if anybody's doing it with the two authors that are sort of stuck to one main character. So, yeah.
And are you ever disappointed in sort of where the character goes when it comes to one writing style, where you're like, oh, that's not what I wanted to do, but I got to roll with it?
Not yet. We're writing book 3 right now, so hopefully we'll keep going with this.
We do talk to each other. Like, once we have actually written it, we will, if something doesn't work, we will be completely straight with each other and be like, I don't really like how this worked out, and we'll fix it.
And do you write it like as you're writing the novel, or do you call each other up?
Oh, we're on the phone. Yeah. What do you mean by that?
I know, because I'd be like writing like, what is that?
No, we're on the phone the whole time.
So talk to me about Second Wind. So you finished the first book, decided that there was lots more to do for the second one. So tell me a little bit about the premise behind the second one.
That one jumps off exactly where Love at First Plight left, and this one has a lot more there's a lot more magic in it. A lot more of the fantasy experience comes into the second book. It's a lot more fast moving. The first one was really setting up the world and getting an understanding of what was going on. overall.
Right.
This one dives right into it. You're familiar with the characters, you get all the countries and things like that. So it really takes off from there so that you understand where the rest of the series is headed.
And now you're working on book 3,
Yes.
which is great because people don't want to wait that long.
We're trying really hard.
And that's the thing, your fans are probably like, I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
I've
really
heard it already.
Exactly.
Which
So
is very
good.
flattering, but we can only write so fast.
I like that. Now talk to me a little bit about the process of actually, because I feel like now more than ever, we're more connected to people. We can get our information out there.
Yeah.
And through technology, again, we have ebooks and Kindles and the idea of self-publishing. Talk to me about that process and what it's been like to sort of get your books out there to people.
Well, because we are self-published, it's just been, the entire thing is a learning experience. The second book, we felt we were a lot more prepared than the first book, and yet still we're learning so much all along the way. There's a fantastic writers community online on Twitter and things like that, and you get a lot of support from them as well, learning kind of how to do things, how to market.
Right.
But people
I like
really,
that you talk about the support, because Jeff and I talked about at the beginning of the show how people are just so quick to be negative.
They can, but we've just been very, very lucky. We've had a lot of positive. We've made a lot of friends from around the world, other writers, other readers, things like that. So it's been really great.
Yeah.
And that's the best part about having a book online, is that it's so easy for them to just like to order it and be able to read it on their e-reader.
Yeah, it's really exciting that somebody in England or in Japan or anywhere can just pick up their whatever device they want and just grab a copy of the book. So, yeah.
Well, ladies, we patiently wait for book number 3. What's it going to be called?
We haven't released the title yet.
Oh, okay. And how do you make sure that you're connecting with your fans? Do you do book signings? Are you out there?
We do. And we do book clubs.
Book clubs, different events, a lot of online things. We have a YouTube channel even.
Good.
So, yeah.
So we can watch you on YouTube.
We're just getting started with it, but it's a lot of fun.
I bet it is, because I mean, I have a lot of fun doing this, and you guys are
exactly,
talking about something that you're extremely passionate, obviously.
That's just it, yeah.
I love it. So make sure you you find the Perspective book series. We can do it We can do it online. Amazon.
Yes.
Yep.
Amazing. Julie and Amanda, thank you so much for coming on this show. But
Thank
right now,
you.
we're going to test out Jeff's artistic skills.